his articles, creative works, are the physical manifest of curiosity. And not just any curiosity, but what we could think of as organized curiosity. Anybody can be curious. Infants are curious. They're not terribly organized. And the opposite is true. You can have great organization without curiosity, which really is a kind of fascism. I think the first time that I saw the two put together in a package was when I was about 10 years old and I was taken to see Thomas Jefferson's home at Monticello. And Jefferson had grown up with real Indians. And when he was a boy, he had seen a group of Monacan Indians walking past a mound of earth. And this got Jefferson very curious because he saw that they were kind of in a sad existential attitude as they passed this mound. And he wanted to explore this earthen mound. And when he was older, he did. But he didn't do it like an infant. He didn't just say, I have an assumption about what this mound was used for, I'm going to therefore just plow into it willy-nilly. He very systematically and deliberately went down from stratigraphic layer to stratigraphic layer, and in the process became the father of American archaeology. Now, we're not sure exactly when he did this, and he can be forgiven for not writing it down because he had a few other minor things going on at the time. His state at that moment was occupied by the British, who were looking for him because they wanted to hang him. And they wanted to hang him because he had been chair of a committee that had written a minor report. And he, of course, Jefferson being Jefferson, had written most of that report, and it was called the Declaration of Independence. And we all know what happened next. He survived the British. He went on to become Secretary of State, President for 2 terms. And after his second term in office, the British came back to haunt him again when, during the War of 1812, when they attacked Washington, D.C., they burned it down, including the Library of Congress. And this is when Jefferson's love of books saved the country again. He sold the country every one of his 6,487 books, which at the time he sold his personal library to create a new Library of Congress, his personal library was 3 times the size of the entire American library. Now, having finally, he hoped, put the British in his rearview mirror once and for all, he began at the age of 74 on what he considered the great work of his life, which was something he'd had an idea for since he saw those Monacans walking past that earthen mound, and that was the creation of what he called the academical village. And of course, this became the great public university of Virginia.